The first person to name an exact figure has already lost competitive advantage. When you name an exact figure in negotiations, you have lost competitive advantage. Why? This can be proved with game theory. Bear with me here. If I have a line, I actually have this on the slide. Let me just do it. If I have a line from 0 to infinity, and I know the following. Most negotiations march in equal increments to the middle point between the offer and the counteroffer. If I have a line that goes from 0 to infinity, the first person that makes a mark on that line lets the other person pick where the halfway point is between the first offer and the second offer, counteroffer. Am I making sense? Okay, so you don't say numbers. You only negotiate after you have an offer. In salary negotiations, you only negotiate after you have an offer. I'm going to teach you why. It's the only time you have power. You only have power. Let's let this book represent power. Okay? I'm the boss. I'm recruiting you. I'm going to say all kind of nice stuff. I like you. You're great. We think you'd be wonderful. We're a great organization. We're a fantastic place to work. Who's got the power? I have the power. I can quit calling you. I can ignore you. I can hang up on you. I can decide not to return your phone calls. Now watch this wonderful moment. What's your name? Jeremy, we would like to bring you on board. We would like to hire you. Now, who's got the power now? And he only has it until he says yes or no. Say yes or no. Doesn't matter what you say. Oh, you still got the power. He said possibly. Say yes or no. Okay, now I got the power back. The only time you negotiate is after an offer is extended until you say yes or no. Clear? I'm worried. Some of you look confused. Am I unclear? Am I clear? Okay, okay. Now, they will make you try to negotiate prior to giving you an offer. But you're not negotiating, you're conceding. You're losing. Am I being too shy? People are looking at me like I'm from another planet. Is this okay? Or does it seem odd? Let's vote. It's odd. It's okay. Okay, all right. Okay. Now, in order not to negotiate prematurely, you have to have a bunch of deflections. Now, deflections, I'm going to teach you some. Now, everything that I'm teaching you today is on my website in a white paper. When you go to my website, on the right-hand side, it says salary negotiations. So you don't have to scribble all this down at this meeting today. I mean, you know, if it helps you to remember it, great, but don't feel like you got to capture this. So my website is super easy to find. Google my name, and I'm the very first thing that happens. Okay, so that makes it kind of easy. Okay, all right. So deflections. What's it going to take to bring you on board? Well, you know, John, I've just met you, and I've just learned a little bit about the company, and I'd be more comfortable coming up with a number if I knew more about the opportunity and where it could go. I'm really more interested in meeting the people and seeing how the job will work than, you know, talking about specific numbers. I'm sure this won't be a problem for us. Can we come back to this later? Always tell them, I'm sure this won't be a problem for us. Okay, that makes them relax. Second meeting, what's it going to take to bring you on board? I know when they sent you out to recruit for this position, they gave you a salary band. Do you mind sharing that band with me now? Be bold, you guys. Ask them. Then whatever they say, you just say, okay. Okay? What's it going to take to bring you on board? The pay is between 45 and 112. Just say okay. Doesn't matter what they say. Okay? Third time it comes up, you can. This is a little bit mean, but it works. Okay? You know, Paul, you seem a little nervous about the salary. This is the third time you brought it up. Is there a problem? They're going to say, oh no, there's no problem. Then you're going to say, great. Okay. Whenever you're in a corner, just say, okay. All right. If it comes up again, you can say, are you offering me the position? If they say yes, then you say, great. What terms are you on? What are you doing? You're trying to get them to say numbers first. You can also use a ridiculously large range to respond to queries about what you're after. Okay? Andrea, how do you say it? Andrea. Andrea, when I went out to research salary for this position, it turns out that associate is a really broad title. Everybody from Wall Street iBanks use that term down to Walmart hourly employees. So I looked it up, and it pays everything from $785,000 to $500,000 a year. And she's going to say, yeah. And you're going to say, then you say, is this position going to fall in that range? And she's going to say, yeah. And you're going to say, okay. Great. Got it? I'm exaggerating, but I exaggerate to teach. Okay? You can say really big ranges. I looked this up. It pays everything from 40 to 80. They're going to say, yeah. And you're going to say, okay. Still with me? Okay. Now, let me teach you this. If they paint you in a corner and make you blurt out a number, do not feel bound by that number. Okay? Recruiters recruit all the time. You do this about 5 times in your life. Maybe 8, maybe 12, but not all the time. They do it all the time. So they're going to make you blurt out a number. So Jeremy blurted out 42 in one of our early meetings. Now I'm going to teach you how to get out of that. Hey Don, I know that I mentioned 42 in an earlier meeting, but since then I've learned a lot more about the company and the industry and went to payscale.com, and I think that number is kind of out of the market. Then they're going to say, well, what's in the market? And you're going to say, what's possible? Write down what's possible. That is a great response to all queries. Okay? What's it going to take to bring you on board? What's possible? What did you earn in your last position? What's possible? No, that doesn't work. I'm just seeing if you're still listening. Okay? All right. So now you're in the meeting where they're actually offering you the position, and you are going to ask over and over again if there's more room in those numbers. And so what would that look like? Are you ready to play this game? Okay. Do you have a microphone? Does it work? I think this is... Yeah, you go. Okay. All right. So I'm going to keep offering you more. Every time you can find a way to say what's possible. I really was hoping for more than that. What can we do? Is there any more upside in these numbers? Under what circumstances have you raised the numbers even past this point? Okay. What's your name? Courtney, we're super excited by you, and we'd like to bring you on board. The compensation is 42. That's a little bit low, but we know we can go a long way with us. Your career will go, you'll blossom and grow. And the nice thing about us is we're a really large company, so you could stay here for the rest of your life. Your start date is June 10th. You'll be reporting to Jeremy. We wear business casual on Fridays. Any questions?
I just have one question for you. I've done a lot of research on the company and also in the industry, and I really feel like I feel like there's more room for these numbers. Is there any room? What's possible?
Well, by the way, you guys, a report came out last year that people who negotiated for salary made $5,000 by negotiating for salary. That's undergraduates. That's not B school students. Undergraduates, $5,000. Well, we'd like to start people at 42, but I guess I could jump that up. What did you have in mind?
Well, I just know with my career skills so far, I've interned for a year with you guys, and I just feel that I really have a lot more to bring to the table. I've networked a lot. I know I can get your company a lot more money than what you're even offering right there. So, what's possible beyond that?
Wow, you guys, you know what she's demonstrating? This is awesome. No, we didn't prepare for this before the meeting, did we? Okay, you guys, she's doing what's called sell into the close. You want to sell into the close. So here you are negotiating, but you're still selling. You only stop selling after you leave the company or die. That's really when you stop. Okay, all right, so Courtney, so 45 doesn't wow you. I have a green light on my phone that says hire Courtney with an exclamation point. So I do have to act on this. So if 45 doesn't get you excited, with 48.
Don, that's it's really not in the range that I was looking for.
Oh, that's an ultimatum. Yeah, you got to be really careful. Never give an ultimatum, because at 48 might be something you can take rather than not take. Okay, so don't say it wasn't. Just say I really had in mind more than that. Is there any more room? Okay.
I really had in mind more than that. Is there any more room?
I can take it to 50, but honestly, Courtney, that's it. That's all I can do. That's $8,000. Now ask me under what circumstances in the past you've gone above that.
Okay, so what circumstances in the past have you gone above that?
Well, when we hire from Harvard, we pay more.
Okay, now, you guys know my work.
But you guys know my work, and you pick me over Harvard because you know that I have more social skills than they might. Well, coming from TCU.
52, Courtney, that's it. That's all I can do.
Is there any more room?
That's it. I'm going to get fired, as it is. I am.
And say great.
Great, I'll take it.
Now I want you to say, and what will my signing bonus be?